down with Mark. Okay?
Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. My name's Mark, my daughter Tiana. Over here we have Marlene and we have Tara. So we are getting ready to start our garage build. Here you can see we have graded this out. So if you didn't watch last week's video, check that out where we got our new toy. Our new 23 ponies came in, 23 horsepower Kubota tractor. So Tara spent quite a few hours. She got 30 yards of gravel brought in. And she was learning the equipment and getting used to it. So today we're going to start our garage build or our shelter build, or I don't even know what to call it. So over here you can see the greenhouse we built. It's a wire structure. A few years ago we bought out all the racking from a home store, a Hudson's Bay home store. And we've got the remaining material here to build our shelter. That is going to go right over here. So this is going to probably take a couple days of welding and putting it together. We've got a few different stages here. The first one is the racking itself, which are 12 feet long by 2 feet wide. Tara has spent time cutting them in half, essentially in half, a 6-foot section, and then one that's a little bit longer than 6 feet. These brackets here are intended for the shelf going across, but we have used them as brace supports. So this one currently isn't welded together, so we're going to start on that. So 2 feet wide, I believe we're going to do 32 feet, so 16 of these units, which is basically what we have left over there. We just kind of set up a template here that is 140 inches, which is base to base, just to keep everything square. And then I am going to start welding. These ones have actually already been welded in place. So now we're going to put them together, weld the center portions as well as these support brackets, and we'll do this 15 more times. Looks like I got welder's shield head. So it was a productive afternoon. That took us, I don't know, it's probably about three and a half hours. So our son arrived from the city, so we're gonna go in and we've got some plans for dinner, and then we'll head out and we'll feed the animals out in the yard, and we'll go out and see them. So here it is. So I pulled the van in, and you can kind of get an idea. So we're just over halfway done. So this is going to extend out further. We've got more material over there. We'll probably finish that off either tomorrow or during the week. I did take a couple days off next week to get some stuff done around the farm. But it's probably going to come out to about this area here. Plenty of room for the van, as you can see. I'll likely be parking my Vibe in there, which is a little bit smaller, because Tara doesn't usually go off farm very often to pick up some groceries. So it's going to probably come out to about here. So that'll be good. We'll be able to pull in and back into it here. The tractor is going to go in the back behind the vehicle, and then if we're expecting a blizzard, any kind of snow, we'll swap it around and put the tractor with the snowblower on it out on the front, in front of the vehicle, and go out and plow that. And then out on the side here, we've got that room for another section, so it would be one of these sections that will come out from here. And this area here will be for the lawn tractor, so the John Deere lawn tractor, as well as some wood. Tara's got a bunch of wood over in this area here. We do a bunch of crafts during the winter months. We're generally inside. We're not doing stuff out in the yard during the winter. So it's a good opportunity to do that. So there'll be classes as well, hopefully, depending on how things go, doing classes and some more wool processing classes. So those have been actually pretty popular on our channel. So I'm gonna head up, get a bite to eat, and then we will head out and check out the animals. This video is sponsored by Olight, and if you want a free flashlight, there is a shipping charge. I think it's $5 Canadian anyway, which is, I don't know, whatever, $4 US. You can check out the, check out the next sponsor. Happy Olight Fan Day. So Olight is the sponsor of today's video, the maker of flashlights. I've been using these flashlights for a couple years now, and I have no regrets. They are top notch. I hate having a flashlight that just doesn't work. One of the flashlights, or one of the lights they have, is the O-bulb, and I believe this has been out for about a year now. Most of these flashlights all have magnetic charging, so you plug your USB in and they charge this way. Now, the base of them is magnetic, and they will stick to any metal surface. So when we had the power failure, we've got some bezel lights in the kitchen here. They stuck to that. Downstairs on our suspended ceiling, they stuck to that, and it threw off quite a bit of light. We had, it was probably about 18 hours we didn't have any power, but these ones pulled through. They have come out with a new light. I've been using the Seeker Pro as my regular farm flashlight. It's a great flashlight. I have a mounting bracket on the wall that I magnetize it to charge, which is a very nice feature of that. Now they've come out with the Seeker 3 Pro. This one has the same battery. It's got 4 LEDs in it as opposed to 3 LEDs, but these LEDs are actually more efficient. You'll get almost 11 hours out of this one on medium, which is usually what I use it at. And I believe you get about an hour difference between the two. So 4 LEDs, but more efficient LEDs. So those are the flashlights there. The last one that I want to tell you about is, this little thing here. It's a key light. Extremely bright, really nice. You don't have to put batteries in it. You spin it backwards and you get your charging port here, and you can easily charge it. I gave one of these to my brother, and last time I was talking to him, he said, you know how many times I've been using that thing? Sticks on his keychain, and it's there when you need it. It's a great little flashlight. So these flashlights, last note, are all waterproof. So just want to mention that as well. Even the little keychain flashlight here is also waterproof. So if you want to check out the website, there's both the Canadian and the US link. You can check there. The sale runs in the US until Monday, which is the 27th at midnight. And here in Canada on the 30th at midnight. And you can get that little keychain light for free, although there is a couple dollars that they charge for shipping. So, and that's it for now. Back to the video. Well, good morning. Yes, it is now morning. Went a little bit too late visiting last night, so I figured I would just come out and do the rounds this morning. So it's a beautiful sunny day here, and I want to show you some newbies that had come in. Actually, I missed them in the last video. One of them is kind of interesting. I've never seen one like this before. Let's head on in. Good morning. All right, so here we are in the barn, and not a whole lot going in here. We've kind of cleaned things out a little bit. First getting ready for the cold weather, but Oh, look, and she's up there, up there on the roost. So these chickens here are chickens that came in from somebody who lives, actually lives in the city and was found with chickens. And the strange one that I'm talking about here is this one here. So I've heard of a naked neck chicken, and this one is definitely a naked neck. But it's a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. So this is a cross between a Silkie and a naked neck chicken, and it is called a Showgirl. So she is a cute little thing and very soft, just like a Silkie chicken. So a lot of small bantams in here, Serama. So we've had lots of Serama roosters in the past, and BB bantams, I believe, are the other ones. They're just tiny little things. Look at that, this little tiny thing right there. So yeah, from time to time we do get people that bring us in animals. They live in the city. Usually it's rabbits is very common, but sometimes chickens. And in the city of Winnipeg and a lot of cities around North America, you're just not allowed to have chickens or what's classified as farm animals in the city limits. Now there are some cities that are getting better. You know, the whole idea of having some fresh eggs in the morning, or just, you know, having some pets. It's roosters that usually cause all the problems with noise. The hens are usually pretty quiet, but depending on what neighbors you have, it depends on how lucky you will be in having some chickens. We did put these nest boxes in here to try to keep the eggs clean. They haven't really been working great. We've gotten some eggs out of them. They supposed to roll up into here. We've tried a few different things on putting in here, and finally we just gave up and said, well, let's just leave the wire and see what happens. This crossbar has already kind of fallen off this one, so we have to remount that. So nothing in there. Usually the eggs get laid in these cavities, these wall cavities here. So as long as you're collecting your eggs in a timely manner, it's not an issue. But even if you collect them later in the day, or if they've been sitting around for a while, they can get a little dirty. So, all right. Now on to the next group of animals that came in, which are these guys here. So these are some male rabbits. Let's just climb in here. Now, the story with these guys, hi guys, is there was a bunch of them that came in. Again, there was somebody that had rabbits and had they're a little jumpy because they haven't really been around people too much, but they're curious. These are male rabbits. We got in, it was probably about a good dozen of them, and the person that brought them in had said, well, she's moving and she can't have them in the area they're in, and she needs to get organized. So she got organized. She picked up some of the rabbits. She had a litter while she had them. And then we had some females and males left over. So what we did is we took the females and we put them out with look at these guys, they're just, what is this? Human. We put the females out in the female enclosure, and then these boys in here we're going to be moving out. But there has been some fighting. So when you put two groups of rabbits together, or really any kind of animals, you want to keep an eye on them. So one of them was getting beat up. So we just want to make sure that we're introducing them in such a way that there is no injuries. There will be some fighting, that's inevitable, but you want to kind of keep an eye on it so that nobody is getting hurt. Hey guys? Yes. Okay, so I did find a chicken that is not doing so well. So I picked it up and brought her in. She is a little injured down on the feet and she's slumping. So she's not moving. She was very easy to pick up. Her head, I don't know if you noticed there, is twitching. So what that usually means, it tells me, is that there is likely a parasite. So what I did is I checked underneath the wing here, and you can see that on those feathers there. You can see movement. So those are bugs. And she has gotten some bugs. So we're gonna fix her up and we'll treat her naturally. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this bin here and we are going to put, I've got some diatomaceous earth here that works well. Fireplace ashes as well is something that you want to use. All right there, little girl. So we're going to put her in this container right here. Okay? Put her in there. She's not moving a whole lot. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the bugs, they like the warmer areas, like checking underneath those wings. So if you do get a hen that is like this, she's just not moving, she's running out of energy, you want to check underneath these wings. So just by putting some DE in here, and you're essentially giving her a bath. So you'll see them outside scratching around and getting that dirt and dust up underneath their feathers. So, and what this does is it suffocates the bugs. And it's a good natural way to treat them. So, she's got some underneath each wing here. And what this does, this is diatomaceous earth. It's basically what's called diatoms, which are small, I guess, crustacean creatures from the past that are found when they do mining. They mine the ground for it. And it has a bunch of sharp edges. They're microscopic. So you want to make sure you don't breathe it in, do it in a well-ventilated area. This barn has a great ventilation system exhausting out. So we'll get you fixed up there, little girl. Yeah. All right, so it looks like they're waiting for their morning meal here. So what we do is we have alpaca pellets here. We have pig pellets here. And then we have what's called, it's called different things. It's 60-30-10. It is goat sweet or corn, oats, and molasses. So that is something that Blackie gets because she's older and I want to put a little meat on her bones. So I will get these guys all set up here into the alpaca feeding containers and then the pigs. And then we'll bring them in. So just as I was putting the feed out, there's Blackie, there's the pigs. The alpaca have disappeared. So Blackie knows to go over there. And the alpaca are actually eating hay out there. So we'll wait and bring them in. So the pigs know exactly what the routine is. Once you get going with a routine, they know exactly where they're supposed to go. Normally we have the alpaca come in and then they will eat 2 by 2 in these troughs here, but we'll bring them in afterwards. Okay, enjoy your breakfast, guys. Come on, Pacas! Paca! Come on! Come on, Paca! Up, up! Up, up! Come on! They say there's fresh hay out here. Oh, you done, Blackie? All right, she's out. Come on, Paca! No breakfast this morning? Okay. That's fine. Paula? No? Second chance? Jasper? Oh, maybe Jasper wants some breakfast. Jasper, you coming in? All right, come on in. Dinner for one? Okay. Yeah. All right, so I guess it's just Jasper and the pigs. Jasper and the 2 little pigs. You're not gonna eat all of that though. That's for a breakfast of 4. Look at this, he's going in between them. He's like, which one's better? No, nothing? You wanna go back out? All right. All right, come again. So then normally what happens, the next step is for Piper to come out and clean up all the little bits that the alpaca drop on the floor. Except today's different, isn't it, girl? Yeah, there's not much on the floor there. She is usually the first one finished. Petey, are you done? It looks like he's done. Oh, he's just kind of cleaning up. All right, well, we'll let you, yeah, I'll go and check out Piper's, make sure, you know, she didn't miss anything. Okay. All right. Oh, did Blackie leave a little bit behind? All right, well, I'll let you guys clean up. It's kind of like when you have a dog and you drop crumbs on the floor in the kitchen. All right, guys, out you go. Come on. No, come on out of there. You know where the food is, where we store it, don't you? All right, bon appetit.
Hopefully no eggs fall from that little height and crack.
Okay, so we were just talking about these nest boxes and how we're trying a few different things. Sarah has picked up some indoor-outdoor carpet, I guess you call it. But it does have a backing on it, so I'm wondering if that's going to be a little high.
Yeah.
And not going to allow the eggs.
At this
to
point,
roll.
we just want the eggs.
Yeah. So trying different things. I think the indoor-outdoor carpet is good, but I think the thinner.
The egg won't be able to go down.
Yeah. See, the egg's not going to
Yeah.
go. But.
Oh yeah, it will.
Will it?
Totally.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll test it out. And we need to also fix that. Replace that piece that's on there. So. All right, well, we'll see what happens.
I mean, at this point, I might revert back to my other ones. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, the other ones was the plastic ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, Kay, I'm back to work. I had to squirrel there.
All right.
I found a freebie.
All right, so Jasper didn't eat too much, so we'll just leave this in here for their dinner routine. All right, well, let's go outside here on this beautiful sunny day. Why don't you guys go out? Go out in the sun. Go sit by the water. It's gonna be winter soon. Yeah, very vocal. All right, so Tiana was just out here, of course, giving hay, which was the big distraction. Usually what happens is we do the grains first, and then the hay comes out. But because there was a lack of communication this morning, I started the one job while she started the other, and it didn't quite work out. So when you mess up with a routine. Fernando, what are you doing? You want to come in? I can see you walking by the gate there. Well, come on in. Come on. Mosey on through. Hurry up. Come on. We don't have all day. All right, there we go. Yeah, and you know how to jump over too, so it's not a big concern. All right, so we've got everybody eating their breakfast. Of course, the alpaca missed out. And everybody's kind of hanging out here by the pond. So the winter plan for this run here is to actually close off this entire end and not use this gate. We're gonna leave what we call the duck door open, but all of this will be polyed off. We're gonna likely be doing that later in the week, and we're gonna also poly off the top. So years past, we've had the geese inside the building over there. They are a little bit crammed, but they do generate lots of body heat, which is great. But expanding and giving them more room is going to be nice. So this will be the first year for that, because of course we just built this on. The poly will also go out and over top of the outer areas, so the rabbits will have an area where they can come out and get out and stay out of the snow. We may shovel some snow in. They do like the snow. They do drink the snow, drink the water, melted snow, just like they do out in the wild. And what do we have here? Oh, look, the tractor. So this is our temporary storage area until we get the garage finished off. Now this is normally where we store our hay for the winter months for the ponies up front. But since we're waiting for our forks for the front of this to bring down the pallets just to make it a little bit easier, and we've got some time, they should be in next week or the week after, we decided to park it in here. And this is the reason why we bought this unit as opposed to anything larger. It has these roll bars that do come down so you can get it into smaller buildings, and it is like 4 feet wide. So it works perfect in getting into tight spots like this, and it just fits. Look at those fall colors. Ugh. It's inevitable. We're supposed to get apparently colder winter, the Farmer's Almanac says, and more snow, and well, we need the moisture for sure. Morning, guys. Levi, enjoying your breakfast? He's a little food aggressive, so we put different piles out so that there's not too much close contact. Billy. Oh, you're shy? You sure smell a lot. It's getting to that time of year where the smell comes out. And then we have the girls here. So we have Daisy and Meadow. But where's Carl? Billy, where's Carl? As he looks over. I don't know. He's likely up in the front area. Okay, I'll have to look back on the video because Carl's right there. I don't know if he was in the video when I walked up. I completely lost focus and was focused completely on Levi. Right, buddy? Okay, so there's Carl. So Carl, of course, I mentioned in a previous video, actually in many previous videos, that he likes to hit his head on things. Typically immovable objects like trees, and his long, beautiful horns that Billy now has are gone. We did talk about fixing Carl. He's getting older. This is just another reason we're thinking why it would be a good idea to do that. When he is intact, he's going to have all those hormones. And he's going to be a studly goat, and that includes hitting trees and trying to act all tough. So, he's at an age now. I think he's about six years old. He's at an age now that we can probably retire you from being an intact stud goat, right, buddy? To try to save your life or at least prolong it. So the last area is Sheldon's pen, which is usually the first area. Usually come in here first off. We've got JJ and Willow, and I put out a short video. If you haven't seen it, check on our channel. I did a short on these two and silly Sheldon over here. Sheep do play, and Turbo is probably the biggest. He's right, where is he? He's right there. The biggest child, you want to say. He bounces around, and they do it sporadically. Usually it's in the evening. I don't know what it is, celebrating another day. I don't know. But they have a great time, and sheep are just hilarious, especially lambs. They're just so energetic. Onyx was never that way. So Onyx was the one that was brought to us after being found on the side of the highway. So we're not quite sure her story. She does have a little injury on her ears. You can see there. It's almost like frostbite, but it was a time of year that it wasn't cold, so it wasn't that. Maybe just an injury from either falling out of a truck or being in the bush. We're not entirely sure. And she is a little bow-legged on the back, and she's just not the same as a normal lamb. She's an introvert, and these two are extroverts. And Sheldon, Sheldon is he just doesn't care a lot of the time. What are you doing, buddy? Sheldon. Hi. Are you busy eating? Oh yeah, don't bother me when I'm eating. Looks like Tara's prepping some more some more stuff for me to weld.
3M. Kudos to 3M.
What is it?
Velcro.
Oh yeah, Velcro on the side of it. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, not for us, I guess.
I mean, it's also been sitting for...
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You just have to get a grip on it. So Tara's been cutting these in 6 foot. So the flat section's a 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one, I believe, is just over 6 feet.
Sorry, 6 feet. 6 feet is the cut in. It better be. I was so checking my numbers like crazy.
Well, and I think it's a few inches longer, so it's not it's not 12 feet. It's like
Well,
12 feet 4 inches or 3 inches.
And I'm cutting it in between, so in the center of the square, right? So
Yeah.
it bends, but
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So
I'm grinding now.
using this here and then grinding
1 cut,
down.
2 cut, flip it, 3 cut, 4 cut, mark it, grind it, move it, put the posts on, move it again.
And then of course grinding is so that I have a metal surface to weld onto because I need continuity.
Yeah.
Basically I need an electrical current, an area of an electrical current to run through it so the welding process can happen. So it looks like this is what I will be doing this afternoon. I am going to edit this video first so I have it out for you guys. And then I'll start doing this, and hopefully by the time the next video comes out, this will look completely different. We'll see. So that is it for this video. It was a bunch of different things, some welding and some welding and some animals and a little bit on the tractor. So I hope you enjoyed this content. And we will see you in the next video. So
I like the tractor.
She likes the tractor. She's been playing with it all week. So anyway, until next video, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.